I'm gonna donate to this streamer that I like watching in the metaverse.
I might go to the toilet. Oh, thanks, Ali. The technician.
Nice. Called me the technician.
Very generous.
Alright, just looking over some stats for Airbnb. For a person who does it, I'm managing their property, looking over data. Looks like they had the most revenue in the summer, but let's take a look. Yeah, these are some of the lower months. But yeah, this is June here. Huh. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, from my experience of doing Airbnb, it's pretty difficult, to be honest, unless you just have a lot of capital up front to alleviate a lot of the issues you're going to run into, like squatters, people who damage your property. So much can happen, managing an Airbnb or, for instance, how I got started in the Airbnb space. Me and a partner, we actually rented houses. We didn't own the houses. We just got permission from the landlords to rent it out as long as it fell within zoning laws. And then we furnished the property and paid the owner a cut plus rent. And that's basically how we got started. Now I'm kind of just managing other Airbnbs and taking a percentage as I go. But that's just a general idea of how I got started. And managing actually is better than bootstrapping it up front, and then later on you could just like buy your own property, just get a mortgage and make sure that the return on the investment makes sense. But no, it's a lot of experience. It's a lot of things you learn going into the rental arbitrage game, that maybe it's a good way to start if you don't have the greatest credit, or you're not trying to go into massive amounts of debt or being strapped to debt. And if you just want to rent someone else's property, if they give you permission and it falls within the laws and your town's legislation, it's a good way to go. But I wouldn't say it's sustainable. I would say it's more of like a launching point, and then you have to eventually own your own property. Or another option is to maybe I think the best way is to own your own property, but maybe you could just buy it outright, or buy a fixer-upper and do the same thing and rent it to long-term tenants. But Airbnb does add more flexibility to the real estate game. I think it gives a lot of people options to get into real estate early if they just don't have a huge amount of capital like me. I pretty much didn't have a lot of money. I just took some of the money I made from YouTube and things like that to go in while working my jobs. I was Lyft driving. I was working at Amazon IT job at the time. So those are just ways to get in. Would I do it the way I did it when I started? Obviously not. If I had a better credit score and things like that, I would go a completely different route. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.